I saw myself walking down the street. It was a Tuesday night, the kind of night where everything feels just slightly wrong, but you ignore it because you're tired and just want to sleep. I had just left a friend's place and was walking home through empty sidewalks lit by street lamps. The air was cool, the city quiet. I turned onto a side street that cut through an older part of town, cracked pavement, shuttered shops, overgrown trees. It felt like a shortcut to the subway station. I was halfway to the subway entrance when I saw him, or me, from 50 feet away. A figure crossed the street. It looked exactly like me. Same height, same build, same dark coat, same jeans, same shoes. My heart stopped. I swallowed and blinked, expecting it to vanish or dissolve into the shadows. But it didn't. It walked slowly, confidently, head tilted, as if scanning for something. I waved my hand to catch his attention. He didn't react. He kept walking down the sidewalk away from me. My legs froze for a moment. Then I ran toward him. I expected him to turn when I got closer, to break the illusion, but he vanished around the next corner. Empty darkness. I pounded after him, adrenaline screaming in my ears. The street was empty, no one in sight. I called my friend, voice shaking, tried to explain what I'd seen. He told me I was just tired, maybe looked like someone else. I lied and said maybe I was right. I hung up and kept walking home. Past that corner, there was no sign of anyone, no footsteps, nothing, just silent pavement. I got home still shaken, locked the door behind me, and sat down with my hands shaking. I thought it was the end of it. I didn't sleep. My eyes drifted closed, and when I opened them I saw it again, only inside my mind. In the dark edges of my bedroom, I saw that figure stumble out of the shadows, as if waking from a dream. I flinched, woke up fully, and screamed into the empty darkness. The next day, I avoided walking anywhere alone. But at work, I thought I saw something flicker behind me in the glass door. My own figure, trailing me, disappearing when I turned. I checked my reflection in every window. I looked for signs, for duplicates. Nothing. But I kept seeing movement out of the corner of my eye. On the third day, I'd driven past that street again. I didn't mean to. The route looped me there. I slowed when I saw that same sidewalk. The blinds of a closed shop flicked, and there he was again, leaning against a lamppost, staring at me from across the road. He was 90 feet away. I stopped the car, heart racing. He lifted a hand and waved. I wanted to scream at him, ask why he was there. He waved again, and then he stepped back into the shadows and vanished. I drove home wearing the same clothes as that night, convincing myself I wasn't mistaken. I kept looking into mirrors, windows, puddles. Every reflection was empty with me alone. But at random times I'd catch movement behind me in the reflections, something blurred, pixelated, not fully me. I couldn't explain it. I bought a camera, tried to set it up to record in places where I'd seen movement. Each time I reviewed it, nothing, no figures, no anomalies. But at 3 a.m. each night, I woke to a soft knock on my front door, like fingernails tapping wood, spaced a second apart. Tap, tap, tap. I'd wake in a panic, quiet myself, and wait. Nothing. The door remained locked. I didn't check. I just lay in bed and waited for the sound to stop. It would continue for minutes, then silence. After that, I stopped sleeping in that bedroom. I slept on the couch for days, lights on, TV playing, static. Then I saw the thing inside my house. One night I was pouring water in the kitchen when I looked into the stove's reflective oven door and saw my face behind me. But there was something else in the frame standing 2 feet behind me, over my shoulder. I didn't see it with my eyes. I saw it in the reflection. When I turned, there was no one. I sprinted out, nearly tripping. That day I bought floor-to-ceiling blackout curtains for every window. No more reflections, no more seeing him. But he kept finding other surfaces. My phone screen, my computer monitor, my steering wheel at night. But always momentary. Always gone before I could snap a picture. I started sleeping with my back to the wall. If you're behind me and I can't see you, I can't see you. But I can feel you. On the fourth night, something flickered in the viewfinder of my camera. A shadow that moved its head, stared down the lens. I replayed the clip over and over. No one was visible before or after that frame, but my breath caught when the figure blinked. I couldn't sleep for days. I took leave from work. I stayed inside. I didn't let anyone in. I barely blinked. After a week, I started having nightmares. I dreamt I was walking that same street, the city quiet, and somewhere ahead of me, I saw movement. I ran. I yelled, but no sound. I dodged cars that weren't there. Then I caught him. The figure turned, face calm, eyes full of darkness, and he smiled. Right before he touched me, I woke screaming. I thought I'd lost my mind, but then I got a text from an unknown number. It said, "We saw you." The date was last night. The time was 3:17. No contact name. On impulse I replied, "Who are you?" Nothing. Then minutes later the camera on my phone activated on its own. I heard the click of a photo being taken. I opened the gallery. A single image, my face, from behind, but in the background, on the street behind me, him standing and staring. I didn't even know the guy. He wasn't crossing. He was just standing under a street lamp 50 feet away. I called the police. They came, took the image, looked at it, said there was no record of anyone matching that description living in the area. Security footage from the street camera showed me walking home alone. No one else, no stops, no figures. They closed the case. I couldn't leave it. I subscribed to every local live stream camera feed I could find. Traffic cams, building cams, street cams. I watched footage of myself walking that route each time alone, except for one frame. Just a blur in the background behind me. There was no car, no person, just a shadow that looked like me in the rain. I panicked and began changing my routine. Took taxis, didn't walk, stayed indoors, and yet I still saw him, always at night. A figure in the fog at the edge of a street I haven't walked. A shadow in the reflection of an escalator in the subway station. I don't know how he moves or where he disappears. I don't know what he wants. People told me doppelgänger stories, copycat myths, mirror law, dark twins, but I never believed them. Until now. Now I don't dare look in mirrors. I keep screens covered. I avoid reflections. I keep lights on. Some nights, at 3 a.m., I hear footsteps pacing outside my front door. Slow, deliberate. I don't answer. I wait until they stop. I wipe the reflection off my phone screen before I sleep. But no matter what I do, he's still there. Sometimes I swear I see his eyes in the dark while waking up. They shine in the dark, cold and empty. And once I thought I heard him whisper my name. Then I woke up. I packed and left my apartment the next morning. Checked into a motel for a week. I never go out after dark now. I don't walk alone. If I look out the window and see someone standing under a street lamp at midnight, I don't ask who they are. I just don't look. I avoid reflections. I avoid myself. I avoid the idea that some version of me is out there walking the streets alone, watching, waiting. I don't think he's looking for me. I think he already found me. So if you ever spot someone 10 feet ahead who looks exactly like you, stop, turn back, leave that street, don't follow. Because some versions of ourselves don't belong in the world, and some reflections come from places deeper than glass. Until next time, stay safe.